Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Augustus, and I'm back again with another episode of Tsukihime. When we last left off, Arkawade and Ciel is fighting. I forgot about that because I'm an idiot. But that's about it. That's all the things worth mentioning. Anyway, we got a little bit of backstory about what Ciel is or what she belongs to. As well as just some general information from Ark about, what we're dealing with. So, I guess without any further stalling, let's get back into it, shall we? Wait. Then, what is this serial killing going on right now? Just who is doing it? That is a different vampire than Nero. To be more specific, that vampire is why I came here, and Nero came following me. It's that sort of correlation. What? So the one you're after wasn't Nero after all? Yes, I didn't ever say he was my initial target. I was his target, but he was never mine. My target is the one called the serial killer in the city. What? I gasp in shock. But it really is just as she said. She said her purpose is to kill vampires, so I just thought it was Nero she was after. So what is it? Killing Nero that night was pointless? It wasn't pointless. You fought in my place. Well, if you didn't kill me, you probably wouldn't have had to in the first place. I feel a little dizzy. In other words, those vampire killings had nothing at all to do with Nero, and it was the work of another vampire? Yeah, that's right. But that's my problem, so you don't have to worry about it. But more than that, hey. With an extremely happy smile, Arkawade looks up at me as I stand there in surprise. How was last night? Who came? Huh? What does she mean by last night? I don't understand what she's talking about. After all, I'm the idiot who mistook Arkawade's words and made such a stupid mistake, so of course I don't understand what she's saying, and... Huh? Did Arkawade ask me who came last night? Well, it was obviously Shiki. Haha. Arkawade? What do you mean by last night? That's strange. I know I sent you a dream familiar. Wait, what's that dream familiar thing? It's like a familiar that lets you see a dream about what you most desire. You're a male, so I sent you a succubus. Wasn't it a good dream? A good dream? That was... I remember the realistic dream I had, and my face turns red. That was your doing? Arkawade grins even more. Crap. If I stayed quiet, this conversation would have been over, but since I reacted so strongly... So you did get it. So, what kind of dream was it? The dream familiar was supposed to take the shape of your greatest desire, so it felt really good, right? What kind of dream? That's... I'd die before I say it. Arkawade, it doesn't concern you, so leave me alone. I look away from her and refuse. But Arkawade keeps saying, come on, over and over. Come on, tell me. You can at least tell me who you dreamed about. She asks like a curious kid. Every time I turn away, she keeps jumping in front of me, saying, come on. Please, just let it go. There was something wrong with that dream. Even now, I don't know why I saw that dream. Arcoade says it's my greatest desire, but I don't want to think that's what it was. Oh, maybe it turned into a nightmare. She does tend to write the story to her liking when fond of her target. She's only a novice, so I guess it couldn't be helped. Oh, she's talking about, that's a Kagetsu Toya thing, but I've still not read Kagetsu Toya. I will probably do that someday whenever I, have time and both want to read another long visual novel outside of the one, that I'm playing currently. Arcoade thinks aloud. Writes the story to her liking? What do you mean? I'm saying she interprets your desire in her own way. That dream familiar I sent you is just a child, so she likes to play pranks. I see. That's a relief. That's right, that dream. It couldn't have been what I wanted. I let out a sigh of relief. With this, my innocence has been proved, but... Arcoade, why did you send me such a thing? That's too much, even for harassment. I wouldn't harass you, that's a lie. I sent you the dream familiar to thank you for defeating Nero. I really am grateful to you, so I thought it'll be great if it made you happy. Thank me? Well, I'm happy you're grateful, but... no matter what, I'll pass on that sort of thing. Oh, come on. Are you saying you can't accept a person's goodwill? Hey, you're not a person, you're a vampire, Arcoade. That's true, but... Arcoade slumps her shoulders. How do I say this? Arcoade is very open in expressing her emotions. Being happy, being angry, she changes her expressions so quickly, it's actually kind of charming. I said she was a vampire, but she really does seem like a human, enough to make me forget that fact. Ah, the lampposts are turning back on. The previously dark lampposts spring back to life. The park, lit only by the moonlight, gradually becomes brighter. It seems that woman lifted her barrier. It was supposed to prevent anyone from entering the park, but it seems like you could pass right through. You mean that power outage was Senpai's doing? Yeah, it was one of her specialties, letting people stay away. It really has nothing to do with us. By the way, Shiki, I want to ask, but what do you think of Ciel? With a cold voice, Arcoade suddenly asks that. About Senpai? Why do you ask about that, Arcoade? Oh, nothing. I just hate that woman. We were supposed to meet and exchange information, but I got irritated during the conversation and we ended up trying to kill each other. So it was your fault. Well, to be fair, Ciel probably instigated it very heavily, but yeah, that makes sense. Kill each other? Why did you end up doing that? In the first place, Senpai isn't a vampire. Why did you try to kill Senpai? That's my line. She was the one who struck first. I mean, that's probably true, but it seems more likely to me that Ciel would be the one to instigate and Arc would be the one to actually immediately resort to violence, but that is more to do with stuff outside Tsukihime it's proper, so who knows. The one who struck first was Senpai? That's right. She said, I knew it was pointless, I can't just allow your existence, and then she attacked me. She may look very calm, but all members of the Varial Agency enjoy fighting. You can't let her fool you too, Shiki. What? Enjoy fighting? Does Senpai really... Shiki, you were fooled by her up till now, right? So why are you saying things to help her out? You know she was tricking you since you didn't know anything and pretended to be a normal person. Don't you feel a little angry at being used? Arcoade glares at me. That is, certainly I'm shocked that Senpai is different from normal people, kind of like Arcoade. But I don't feel like I've been tricked. On the contrary, Senpai has helped me so many times. Even though I know about Senpai's identity now, I still think of her as Senpai. Eating lunch with her, talking about stupid things with her and Arihiko, walking with her to the school gate, all of it was so much fun. So, if I could, it would have been better if I didn't find out about her. Shiki, whose side are you on, mine or that woman's? I feel pressure. Her eyes are the source. Now she isn't like a human, but more like an animal hunting its prey. Ciel Senpai is an unforgivable enemy for Arcoade. That's why she glares at me with such fierce, hostile eyes. As if saying, if I am her enemy's friend, I will be Arcoade's enemy as well. Arcoade, I have trouble answering. If you choose Arcoade, well, I mean, that's not a good choice in Ciel's route. Choosing Arcoade subtracts, actually, 4 points from Ciel, and choosing Ciel just gives us points with Ciel. So, I mean, we're going to choose that after I drink a little bit of water. Okay, Senpai is dear to me. I, despite all this, don't even want to think that Senpai is my enemy. Senpai is my dear friend. Enemy or ally, I can't label her like that. What is this? And then what am I to you? You're someone I can't leave alone, and, I scratch my cheek. Someone I can't leave alone, and I'm concerned about her in a completely different way than Senpai. Even tonight, I was simply looking for her, but I was getting so frustrated when I couldn't find her. It was something like feeling worried about a loved one. No, there's no way that's true. Certainly she is beautiful, but Look, just give it a rest. Why do you ask me about that anyway? How can I know? Being screamed at irrationally, she screams back at me irrationally. Fine. Then I don't know you at all, Shiki. Hey, hold on. Where are you going? It has nothing to do with you. Don't follow me. Is she really that angry? Arcoade walks away without even turning around. Her figure quickly fades into the distance. Just where does she plan on going? What is this, taking it on me like that? Yeah, she's the one who sent me that drink familiar, so I'm the one who should be angry. But did I do something to make her angry? I don't know. In the first place, there's no way I can understand how a vampire thinks. Arcoade got mad and went somewhere by herself, and I asked her what I wanted, so I know I should go back to the mansion. But my feet don't even move one step back. My logic tells me where I should go, but my heart doesn't listen. It's been said 1,000,000 times, but the feelings of love and hate, They have nothing to do with logic. Man, jeez. Damn it. Why is it I just can't leave Arcoade alone? Arcoade. I said wait. Raising my voice, I chase after Arcoade, who keeps on walking. Pop. Surrounded by night, Arcoade walks down the street. She looks straight ahead, her white figure with golden hair fluttering. It bears a horrible resemblance to the first time I saw her. No, or perhaps it's like the time she faced off with Nero. For some reason, I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, Arcoade. Arcoade continues to walk without turning around. I want to talk to you. You can at least tell me what you're going to do. Of course, Arcoade just continues walking without turning around. It'd be miserable if I left it like this. I decide to follow her silently for now. The footsteps echo through the night air, and then Arcoade suddenly stops and turns around. Don't follow me. Don't you understand it's troubling for a normal person like you to follow me around? So tell me what you're going to do, and I'll go back. It doesn't concern you, so leave me alone. Arcoade strides off once more. Crap. It seems like our wordless wandering is going to continue. When we approach the main street, Arcoade freezes. Found it. Eh? Her voice is cold, like a totally different person's. A chill runs up my spine. Even from behind, I can feel the hostility manifesting itself in her. Arcoade, what are you? I can't even finish. It's clear what she intends to do without saying anything. Without a doubt, there is nothing but the pure, unadulterated intent to kill. Hey, what are you thinking? Arcoade doesn't answer. Her eyes are fixed solely on a man in a business suit walking by. Shiki, take off your glasses and look at that person. That person? You mean the businessman? Hurry. If you want to know what I'm doing, then leave the questions for later. All right. I don't like to look while I'm in town, but... I take off my glasses. Instantly, a light headache springs forth. In exchange for the pain, I can see lines running all along the walls and the ground. Another question, Shiki. You only see points on living things, right? Eh? Yeah, that seems to be true. Things like buildings only have lines. I saw them back during the time in the hospital, but at the cost of a headache that almost caused me to pass out. Right. Since you are a living being, you can't comprehend the death of inanimate objects. So in order to see the death of inanimate objects, you must first connect to a circuit of the same orientation as them. To see, you have to comprehend them in the first place. Then, another question. Shiki, how does that person look to you? It'll just be the same as always. Without thinking, I step backwards. What is that? Certainly, all humans have lines on them, but they only have countable amounts, and they also look like geometric patterns. But what is that? There are lines running all through him. Those lines are all over him, like blood vessels, so much that I can't even make out his appearance. Gah. I want to puke. Those black lines, scribbles making a human shape. Everywhere throughout it, I can see the black points that look like they are flowing blood. Shiki, how does it look? I was hoping it would look normal to you. I can't answer. Right now, it takes all my strength just not to vomit. I see. How unfortunate that you can see death on that thing. Yeah, it's not normal, but I can still see the lines. I knew it. You can even kill the dead. The fact that they don't have any life has no meaning for you. Something that moves, something that breaks, you can stop it completely without exception. You're more of a monster, Shiki. As you saw, you can't call that thing human anymore. It's a vampire that deceives death by sucking the blood of other people. Arcoade quickens her step. She walks straight towards the man. Hey, Arcoade. Stay there, Shiki. Did that young man realize Arcoade was there? He starts running towards the back alley. Arcoade strides silently. Underneath the moonlight, she disappears into that alley. Thump. The sound of my heartbeat is awfully close. It's not even real late at night. Even though I'm in the midst of a bustling shopping district, I can't sense anyone besides myself. Thump. My glasses. I have to put on my glasses. If I don't do that, I'll see terrible things. I'll see something so terrible that everything I've seen so far would be nothing in comparison to it. Thump. But my body won't move. My eyes that can see this patchwork world looks towards that alley in fascination. Suddenly, sounds vanish. In the presence of other people, the sound of the wind and the smell of the dirt, all of it freezes. Under the frozen moon, a bizarre noise from the other side of the wall. No way I can see it. I can't hear anything. A sickening sound. But I can see it. My eyes definitely see the sound of death and death crashing. My vision turns crimson. Why do my eyes see death, something that shouldn't be able to be seen? My glasses. I have to put on my glasses or I'll go insane. I hold back the rising gorge in my throat and use my shaking hand to put on my glasses. Sounds and light returns. Now that I'm calm, I glance around and see nothing out of the ordinary in the shopping district. The bustling of many people passing by. The brightness of a store's decorated show window and the sound of rushing car engines. I'm panting excessively. I can hardly breathe. Even though I put my glasses back on, I can still feel a lingering remain of that death, and it makes me sick. Arcoade comes out of the alley. There isn't even a trace of her previous hostility, and she seems to be in a good mood. Arcoade. Huh? Oh, I see. I guess you really did stay here. Stay here? You? I can't go home after seeing something like that. Huh? What's wrong, Shiki? You don't look very lively. Don't worry about it. It's just my anemia. More importantly, Arcoade, what was that all about? I look at Arcoade as I grab her arms. What? Shiki, what are you doing all of a sudden? If you're hurt, I can take you to your house. No thanks, I'm fine. So, tell me, what was that person? You've shown me this much, so if you say that has nothing to do with me, I'll punch you, Arcoade. I approach her, ignoring the fact I can barely breathe. Arkawade's expression instantly turns serious. But I have no intention of backing down. After a brief stare-off, she gives a sigh. Fine, you're awfully persistent, Shiki. Well, forgive me for being so persistent. Idiot, that was a compliment. Then shall we go somewhere else to talk? Somewhere else? Why? You want me to tell you about it, right? So not here. Let's go back to the park. Shiki, can you walk? Oh, don't make fun of me. This anemia is just an everyday thing. Oh, Arkawade says regretfully as she smiles and starts to walk. I walk behind her and resist the urge to pass out. I think this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end off this episode. Next time, we're going to have another conversation with Ark, explaining more about what's been going on. And, well, there's a scene that I'm thinking of. I know it's in this route. I mean, at least I remember it being this route. I'm like 93% sure, 89% sure that it's in this route. And I'm excited for that, and I'm kind of hoping it's coming up soon, but I don't remember. But next time, again, as I said, we have a conversation with Ark, and, I actually don't remember that much about Ciel's route, to be honest. I played it immediately after Ark's, and a lot of it just kind of blends together with her route, as well as it's been long enough ago that I played it that I just can't really remember. But anyway, I hope to see you all next time in Tsukihime.